All right, well, you finally are getting the video you guys have been asking for. How to get into trading with just $50 or $100, right? So I'm gonna run through everything for you guys. Just want you guys to know that none of this is financial advice. This is just my journey, what has worked for me and what has worked for my community, okay? My name is Jordan Vera. I've been trading for 7 years now. This doesn't mean I was profitable all 7 years. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. I first started trading when I started trading options. Now this was back before COVID. Thankfully, I had a good paying job, but when I first started trading, I did lose nearly about $50,000 just off of trading options. Options trading was a little bit more difficult to understand and really get by and find a strategy that worked with options trading, okay? The first 4 years of trading were very tough for me. It was just a constant battle of losing money back over and over and over. Thankfully, I had a good job, and at that time, I lived with my parents, so I really didn't stress because it's something that I always wanted to do, and I knew I could do it. I just had to really lock in and stick to it. So my job here today is not to tell you guys a dream, but just to tell you the reality of trading and show you how you can possibly maybe just change your life with 50 bucks or 100 bucks. Now, I'm not telling you guys are going to make $1 million the next week, the next month, but I'm going to show you guys how to properly scale up within trading with very minimal capital nowadays, okay? So here we go. So I want to introduce you guys into futures trading, and not just that, but being able to trade under prop firms and leveraging prop firms and scaling prop firms, okay? Now, a lot of people are against prop firms. A lot of people support it. The people that are against it, in my opinion, just don't know how to scale it and how to leverage it to their ability, okay? Thankfully, you guys are watching the right guy to explain to you how you can leverage prop firms and what they are. So let's get started what a prop firm is. So a prop firm is essentially a company. What they do is they do like an evaluation test of you, right? So let's say, for instance, there's a company that has either different size accounts, whether it be a $50,000 account, $100,000 account, and a $150,000 account. Now, don't go anywhere. I'm not scaring you with thousands of dollars. These are just the size of the accounts, right? Now, these accounts, the 50K ones are usually 50 bucks. The 100K ones are about 100 bucks. So let me explain to you guys what they are and how to actually think about them to be ready in the psychology world of it. So a 50K account, initially what the company does is they run a test on you, right? They'll give you a goal of trying to hit $3,000 profit target, right? And give you a $2,000 drawdown, meaning you cannot lose more than $2,000. If you do, you lose the account. Now, your question right now may be, what happens if I lose the account? Do I owe them $50,000? No, you just lose the $50 you initially invested, right? Because it's just a subscription, a month base until you pass the account. So let's say your first month you pay 50 bucks, you didn't pass it. Okay, next month's another 50 bucks, right? Scenario 2, let's say you spent your 50 bucks, you got the 3,000 profit target and you passed it. You no longer pay 50 bucks, okay? So now I know you maybe think, well, okay, so the company's just giving me money. How are they making money if I'm just gonna make $3,000 and start making money from there? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like I said, I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to be real with you guys and tell you the truth. Majority of the traders fail. Why? Because the majority of the traders have that mindset of trying to get rich overnight. So what do? Is just go heavy, gamble a lot of the accounts just to try to hit big. Now, if you're watching me, I don't want you to do that. And this is why I'm trying to explain to you guys how to leverage it. So most people blow up, right? So that's how the company makes money. It's from the people blowing up their accounts. And then the people that are profitable, the company doesn't really pull out any money out of pocket. The company takes the money from the people that fell and pays the profitable traders. It's just like it's like a whole cycle. You got to think of it like that, right? I'm just going to be real. A higher percentage of people failing than a higher percentage of people making money, right? But thankfully, you guys are watching the right person, and I'm going to help you guys be on the higher percent of getting actual money from the company, right? So like I said, once you pass that, okay, once you pass the account, you hit your 3,000 profit target, your account now becomes a funded account, essentially a live account. So any money you make in that account is now yours, right? Some companies have some limitations, different rules, different limits. So let me explain. The simple one is Topstep, and I love it and I use it. So Topstep is a 50K account is 50 bucks, and then once you pass it, you pay $150. So all in, once you pass it, you're in 200, right? Okay. Now let's say, for instance, you take 5 days and you make $1,500. So Topstep rule, and I'll show you guys in a little bit. Their rule is having 5 days of over $150. It doesn't have to be back to back, but as long as you have $150 5 times, you're able to request a payout, okay? So like I said, your account's at $1,500. Let's say you are your 5th day and you want to request a payout. You can now request $750 of that, okay? Okay, so you requested $750. Now let's do the math, right? Remember, trading is like a business. Always think of it as a business. So you spent all in $200, right? Because you took your $50 for the account, then you passed it, paid 150 bucks, 200 bucks all in, but now you made $750. It's already in your bank account, in your pocket. So your net profit right now is 550 bucks, right? 550 bucks. So like I said, think of it as a business. In a business, do you really think your business is going to blow up overnight or the next day? No, right? You need to put in more money, more time, more effort into your business. So what I want you guys to do is do this and think of this as not financial advice. Think of it like this, scale up, right? So Topstep allows you to have 5 accounts. So let's say you got one account, you got $550 to play with off of profits now. So you already are above break even, right? You made money. Take those 550 bucks, buy 4 more accounts. That's going to be $200. Now you have 5 accounts, right? So you have 5 accounts. So everything you make on one account, it's going to trade copy into the next other 4 accounts. So meaning whatever you make one account, you make in all 5. So let's say you make $200 in one account. You now have netted $1,000 throughout your whole Topstep accounts, right? So this is how you're able to scale. It's just reinvesting in the business. Now, you can do this with multiple firms and multiple accounts. Your goal should not just to be able to have one prop firm maxed out. You want to be able to scale up into different prop firms, okay? And like I said, this is where it separates the profitable, the good traders versus the gamblers and bad traders, right? Because you got to have that mindset of wanting to grow your business and scale up rather than trying to gamble and get a payout just to make quick money. That is not your goal. Your goal is to be like, I want to be here today. I want to be here tomorrow. I want to be here next week. I want to be here next month. I want to be here next year. I want to be here in a couple of years, right? I don't want to just make it and survive till next week and get a payout. No, that is not the goal, okay? Now, I will show you guys a couple of websites where I'm going to show you Topstep and the rules so you guys can understand what a prop firm is. So hopefully you guys are able to understand what a prop firm is, right? I'll explain one more time really quick. It's essentially just a company testing you out, making sure you can hit a $3,000 profit target with only the $2,000 loss limit, right? Once you hit that, everything you make will be yours, okay? Do we understand that? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Like I said, different firms have different rules, so we'll go over Topstep so you guys can understand the rules, okay? Okay, so let me show you guys, like I said, right, you have different sides of accounts. You have the price here, you have the profit target you have to hit, right? And then you have how many contracts you can use, and then your drawdown, right? Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Now if we scroll down here, it has everything it tells you, right? It's one goal: become a Topstep funded trader, get multiple accounts, right? Earn up to 5 different accounts. And then it's a simple payout. Like I said, just have 5 winning days of over $150 to be able to earn your payout, right? Payouts are pretty fast. You're getting paid instantly, and then you get a certificate, right? And these are pretty much simple rules, pretty straightforward into it, nothing else. All right, I realized I just read the benefits for you guys and not the rules. So the rules on the evaluation is you can't make more than 50% of the profit target, meaning you can't make more than 1,500 per day, which that shouldn't be in your mind at all, right? And then pretty much it takes 2 days to pass. Like I said, you can't make more than 1,500 per day. It's a $3,000 profit target. And it's pretty much the only simple rule that Topstep has, okay? I'll post a link below. Topstep, unfortunately, doesn't have affiliates, so I won't even get paid for this. But this is, like I said, it's one of the best firms I use, so I'll put you guys on. But this is the easiest part of trading. It's being able to get a prop firm and understanding a prop firm. The hardest part is actually understanding the platform and then how to trade, right? So I will make another video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please just like it, thumbs up, comment, and then I'll post the other one. The other one would be how to actually use the platform, how to trade on it. I'll show you guys that. And then I'll make a couple videos of my full strategy. So if you guys want to either watch the videos for free, for completely free on YouTube, I will post my whole strategy. It's going to be videos explaining everything step by step. You guys can go the free route. Here, I don't sell courses. I don't do any of that shit. I'm just going to put everything for free there. Now, if you want to be a little more advanced, I do live trade every single morning, meaning I share my screens like these. And then you hear my voice, and I, tell my community, when to get in, when to get out. Like I said, it's not financial advice. It's just I'm pretty much thinking out loud of what I'm doing on my trade, whether I'm getting in, whether I'm getting out. I do have a Discord, so I will post a link below of my Discord. But like I said, I'm not here to sell you guys that. I'm not here to sell you any course. I don't do any of those fucking courses. You guys can watch the videos for free to learn the strategy on YouTube. I will post them very shortly. And like I said, the next video of this after this will be the video of how to use a platform, which is what they use, Topstep. It's called Project X. I'll make a video of that, how to use it, how to understand it, and that way you guys aren't too overwhelmed with too much information off of just one video. But I'd really appreciate if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribed. That way I know that you guys found this informational. And like I said, I really can't wait to see some of you guys actually, your journey. I want to see some of you guys make money off of this with just a little bit of 50 bucks or 100 bucks. Let's see how far that takes you. Even if it just takes you to 500 bucks, bro, you just 10x your money. You know what I mean? So wish you guys the best and hope you guys learned something today.